Hi, I'm Jeremiah Gonda. I'm a student at Full Sail Online studying digital cinematography. Visual arts has an incredible influence on media today. To take a closer look at this, I set up an interview with a local professional. Dave Whisenant is a reporter for WBTV Channel 3 News, Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm a news reporter with WBTV, that's a CBS affiliate in Charlotte. I'm a general assignment reporter. I can cover anything, happy stories, sad crime stories, political stories, cover the president all day yesterday, can be anything. The one story in 20 years that's had the most impact on me was a story in 2008 where two firefighters in Salisbury died battling a really bad industrial fire. That was the hardest story I've ever had to cover. I didn't personally know those firefighters, but I knew quite a few of the ones who were battling the same fire. Very tough story to cover. It had a very big impact on the community, but it also showed that the media has a tremendous responsibility to be sensitive, to do things right. We're a TV station. It's all about the picture. It's all about the image. We have 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes to tell a story. That's not a lot of time to speak information, so the pictures have to tell the majority of the story. I believe it's having a positive influence, but also a negative influence. That's not a cop-out, that's just the truth. There's two sides to it. The positive influence is that we communicate instantly now, and it's not just through the image of a TV screen anymore. In fact, our news department is not called a news department, it's called a content department. That's because we communicate our stories now through Twitter, through Facebook, social media, obviously, through our website, and through television. On the negative side, a lot of times there's no context associated with images, with video. That's dangerous. That sometimes, without the context and the explanation, that image can allow people to draw incorrect conclusions. That's bad. That leads to inaccurate reporting, and that leads to just bad circumstances in general. So without context, I think it's very negative. With context, I think it's a great thing. Well, as we're talking today, I think about very current things. I think about pictures of Trayvon Martin, particularly the black and white picture that shows him wearing the hooded sweatshirt. I see that everywhere, and that has come out of the news venue and now is used by folks who are trying to make a point about whether or not justice has been served. There was the initial picture of George Zimmerman that appeared to be a mugshot, and there was a great reaction to that. People who didn't necessarily think he did anything wrong were angry that the media used that image and started a campaign that insisted the media use a friendlier picture of George Zimmerman where I think he's wearing a coat and tie or something like that, and he appears to be smiling. Well, I have to shoot the video for most of my own stories, and you got to think that, well, how would anybody use famous artwork to shoot a daily turn local news story? But you do, because you try to look for certain elements, maybe even if it's like a landscape or a pretty shot. You want your stories to be visually appealing, even if they're maybe telling a negative story. My favorite artist is J.M.W. Turner, and he has a painting called The Fighting Temeraire, and it is a very nostalgic painting that is in the London Museum, and it shows an old warship, a wooden warship, that's being towed to the breakers by a steamship. And the steamship looks hateful and mean, and then you've got this majestic, wooden walled battleship that's being taken away. And it's a beautiful, evocative picture. And I even try to use images like that, or at least try to convey some kind of thought through the stuff I shoot on video, even if it's for a horrible story. You try to make it look good.